Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. This week's live presented to you by BF. It's your boy. What's happening on this Friday evening? I'm a little earlier than last week. I think last week I freaking went as late as like 10:30. Yay! So we're a little earlier this time, man. So appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in. I got some news I want to drop on you guys. What's going on, Hayden Black? What's happening, my G? CMB, what's going on? Brandon the Mando, something I do. Much love from Bama. Listen, I found out where my sister lives, man. I've been trying to figure out where she lives at. She's in that, Cooper City? Am I saying that right? I think it's Cooper City. Is there such a place as Cooper City? So that's where we at. I think that's where she's in that area. So yeah, man, Brando the Mando. Ange A says Chris Herndon suspended for the first game. What do you think about that? I think that's great because that was an up-and-coming player for the Jets. That tandem between Sam Darnold and Herndon, I think his name is Herndon, would have been a very promising one. He had a pretty damn good year last year, so you could imagine him and Darnold kind of getting that chemistry, but that kind of messes things up when you're down 4 games for suspension. And those suspensions are so dumb sometimes because it could be something so dumb that you put in your body and, they test you randomly and boom, you're gone. You're like, yo, I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's just some craziness, man. So shout out to a lot of the premium members in this bitch today, man. Joe Nelson, Albert Lewis is here. Hayden Black is here. Yo, shout out to each and every one of y'all, man. Albert Lewis, can't miss Rico. Yes, sir. Yo, Mama JR says live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Listen, that's how we go. That's how we roll. That's how you got to do it, man. That's how you got to do it. Kathy Barnaby, my girl, my Ottawa native. What's going on? Juan Castillo, bro, I'm still laughing at hashtag Papa Peck. You have me dying with that, man. Love it. Let's hype that Buffalo Fanatics Twitch. Yes, sir. Buffalo Fanatics Twitch. If you guys are into any type of game right now, the hot game right now, my guy Big Mike is holding it down right now, playing with every single Juan Castillo. Bing, 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 bing. We got a new member part of the squad. Was good. But if you guys are not hitting up the Twitch, yo, my guy Big Mike is doing big things, playing with all the Bills players in this thing, man. You got Jeremiah Swirls, you got Jay Poyer. Jordan Poyer jumped in on a game playing Fortnite. I'm not really into the Fortnite. I'm waiting for Call of Duty to come out because that's my squad. That's what I do. I don't do the Fortnite thing, but yo, Fortnite is doing it right now. So listen, man. Before I get into my session with my peoples, I need to drop some important and some big news. Keanu Valentine, the tailgate going to be litty. Listen, speaking of the tailgate, I just want to tell you guys right now, is going down 1,000%. There's a tailgate going down. It's the Buffalo Fanatics first annual tailgate is going down. It's happening. That's it. We've been talking about it for too damn long. It's going down. We got everything going down. Now, here's the crazy part. Here's what's cool about this. You don't just come to party. We're not going to do it like that. You say, we're not just going to make you come party and that's it. No. We're going to make it a little bigger than that. So what we're doing is we're doing a raffle. Okay. The details are all in the link below. So if you guys are all confused with how I'm going to break this down, just go in the link. It explains it just perfectly. Simple as this. You want in, you buy a raffle. You know how raffles work. You can buy arm's length. You can do this. You know how that goes. But so the way we're doing it is you can buy, there's groupings of what you can buy. $5 worth, $10 worth, and so on and so forth. The more you buy, obviously, the better chance you get. So what you win is VIP invitation to hang out with the BF. Food, drinks, entertainment included in that package. Not only that, you get 2 tickets. 2 tickets to the home opener against the Cincy Bengals. And you get to hang out with us. And you sit with us and we watch the game together. That is what's going to be given out as the big prize. So everybody's got a chance to win that. Not only that, and there's more. You feel me? Lem Brown, appreciate the donation by my guy Lem Brown. Man, yo, the members are in this thing tonight, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to the members. So even though you live in Texas, you live in Mexico, you live in freaking Yugoslavia, and you purchase a raffle ticket, you still have a chance to win something. And you have an opportunity right now to win a prize. A live draw will be done at the tailgate. So even if you're not the winner of the big prize, you still have a chance to win at the live of another gift. So all the details are below. That's all I want to drop down. Is going down. There's going to be DJs. There's going to be music. There's going to be, listen. And everybody just come show up and say what's up. That's all I want to say. Anyway, that being said, let's get right into it. There's a few things we need to talk about, man. There's a few things we need to talk about. So, Keanu, no, that's sorry, Keanu didn't say that. Hold on a second. Somebody mentioned the Chris Herndon situation. So, Chris Herndon of the Jets, the tight end, the rookie tight end. He's not a rookie anymore, but going into his second year, dude, that's pretty big. You took away your safety blanket away from Sam Darnold. That's a huge thing. So to me, any type of situation where a key player is gone, you gotta. I don't want to say celebrate it, but you gotta appreciate it because it gives us that much of an advantage. All right. So here's what I wanted to talk about. I was on Twitter not too long ago, and Jordan Reed, I believe the guy's name is Jordan Reed. And Jordan Reed had an interesting topic that he had on his Twitter, and it was name 3 building blocks, like Jenga blocks on your team that if you were to remove that Jenga block, your team would not be as strong as it is right now. So they got me thinking, who are the 3 dudes that I would say, yo, if you took that guy off the team will be different. So first and foremost, the quarterback. You take Josh Allen away from the team, it's a whole different. Yo, listen. People are pouring in. New member. Bing, 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 bing. We got a new member. We got Jen Aliota. I don't know how you Americans say it. Is it Aliota? I'm going to say Aliota. Jen Aliota, welcome as a new member. I appreciate the love. Welcome. You won't be sorry. This is what it is. So for those that are not sure what this whole situation is, every time I go bing, 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 it's because we're getting new members every single day. And those new members get perks. There are perks when you jump into this, man. First and foremost, you get your messages read right off the bat. That's the number one. And you get all the perks. You want to get onto Fan Shop. You want to buy some new t-shirts. You want to buy the new BFT. You get a percentage off. Don't let your boy. Don't let him know I sent you. I sent you. That's what's going on. So appreciate it, Jen Aliota. Welcome. So here's the deal. The member hype. I like that. So here's the deal, man. When Juan Castillo, bing, bing, bing. It looks like that's actually much better than me using a bell because I went looking for a bell, but the bells that I saw, I didn't like it. I want that one. You can just, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so 3 Jenga blocks. Who do you feel on this team? And we can do it as a whole, or we can go offense, defense. But I want as a whole. So here are my 3, and I'd like to know what your 3 is. So immediately as like Josh Allen. Josh Allen, you remove Josh Allen, especially with the year that he had, the end of the year that he had with such promise, with such ability. He's got momentum. You don't want to take that momentum away from the team right this second. So if you remove Allen, you got Tyree Jackson or you got Matt Barkley. Not to say that these guys are scrubs, but that's not who you want to see under center. So you remove Josh Allen, the team is completely a changed team. You know what I'm saying? That's 600 yards rushing, you lose right there. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that Allen's going to throw for at least over 2,500 yards. That's minimum 2,500 yards. And I think he's going to have a big year. So that's the one piece that I'm removing, and like that team changes, right? Second piece, Tremaine Edmonds. You take away 140 tackles, you know what I'm saying, 2 interceptions, and the ability to, you know what I mean, distract and chase sideline to sideline, you take that away, the team changes. I mean, who are you going to put in that middle linebacker? Who are you going to put in that middle linebacker? I mean, we took a big hit when Milano went down, but thank goodness we had Tremaine Edmonds to kind of hold down the block. So to me, Josh Allen and Tremaine Edmonds, those would be the 2 guys that if you remove them from the team, we're in trouble. Now, here's my third, and this one I struggled with. I'm thinking, okay, so do I go to the O-line, and like who's on the O-line that if we were to remove, it'd be a problem for us. Then I'm like, well, this is such a whole new O-line, we don't know. So I had to kind of move away from that. Then I'm like, okay, let me go to the receiving core. Who on that receiving core do I need to take? Is going to be a problem that if we remove that guy, is it going to be a trauma? So to me, I was thinking, okay, maybe Robert Foster. But Robert Foster started on the team, got cut, came back. The kind of scheme changed a little bit. Quarterback came in to kind of help out Allen. But like, you know what I'm saying? Zay Jones had a decent year as well. So I'm like, if you remove one, Zay Jones is going to step up. So I'm like, not sure. So I'm like, you know what? If you take away Trey White, now we're talking, because Trey White essentially shuts down 1/4 of a field, half of the field, excuse me. So if you remove a Trey White, that's a whole different ballgame. Now you're putting in Levi Wallace and whoever. So I'm talking about this year, whoever. I mean, Kevin Johnson, or you're gonna put in EJ Gaze. Like, it's just not the same, right? So then I'm like, okay, so if it's Trey White, I think he makes that much of a difference. You take away Hyde, you got Poyer. You take away Poyer, you got Hyde. Those two, that tandem is excellent. But you take a corner like Trey White away, that changes your whole team. So to me, those three Jenga blocks right this second would be the ones that to me that changes the game. So it's Josh Allen, Trey White, and Tremaine Edmonds. So then I went even further. Then I'm like, okay, what about future building blocks? So for the next 2 to 3 years. So if this person were on our team right now, or new additions that we brought to the team that's supposed to propel us. So I kept it the same with Josh Allen and Tremaine Edmonds. Then I'm thinking to myself, and for me, I just have a small feeling that Trey White, he's gonna pull a stunt. I just feel it that he's gonna pull a stunt and say, "Yo, I want to be the highest paid corner in the league, and if you don't make me the highest paid corner, I'm walking." And I just feel that he's gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just what the nature of the game. Listen, man, look at all these damn huge contracts the NFL is putting out there today. Look at the contracts, man. They said they spent over $1 billion in contracts alone this year. Excuse me, it was like 1 billion or 2 billion. They're in the billion mark, right? So it goes to show you that, yo, these athletes aren't playing around. They want to get paid, and they want to get paid now. So he's in his rookie deal, so he's got to play it up. But once that rookie deal is done, and if we don't franchise his ass, he's going to be asking for a lot of money. So I anticipate that he's not going to be on the squad, because Bean's going to be like, yo, I'm not playing that game. You want to step out? This is the market we have for you. This is what I think you're worth. If you don't think you're worth that, you think you're worth more than that, get the stepping, right? So then I'm thinking, okay, so building blocks. Who are the building blocks? I'm anticipating Trey White's gone. So Josh Allen's one. Future building blocks. Number 2 is Trey Edmonds. Then I'm thinking to myself, it's not Ed Oliver, because I'm thinking Ed Oliver, but that D line has always been formidable somewhat. So it's between Ed Oliver and Cody Ford, future building blocks, because Jerry Hughes ain't gonna be around for that much longer. You know what I'm saying? He's 31 right now. So another two years of solid productivity will get out of him. And then right now we gotta make a decision. So to me, it's either Cody Ford for future building blocks or Ed Oliver. And Ed Oliver, to me, you're winning the trenches. And he's right in the middle. So if you can get to that quarterback and really disrupt everything, to me, that is what the future building blocks is. If you take those pieces away, that's what changes the game. So Josh Allen, Ed Oliver, and Tremaine Edmonds, those are the 3 building blocks I see. The huge that's the big 3 going forward. I feel like that's going to be what really gets us going. By the way, there's 31 people watching right now. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Do me a favor, hit that like button real quick, smash it, and let's jump back into it. So I'm going to take some of your questions, and we'll go from there. So who do we got? Matthew Ronkowski says Allen, Edmonds, and McCoy. So that's interesting, because I saw McCoy's name pop in a few times. So you guys still feel McCoy is a big integral part of this team, like a building block. See, I thought of McCoy, and I thought to myself, okay, if he was the building block that we felt that we can't propel without him, then they wouldn't have drafted Singletary. You feel me? So if they felt like really strong, and I know he's 30 right now, but if he was still producing like he was 3 years ago, I'll go beyond that, 3 years ago, then we could have this conversation. But the last 2 years, he's averaged 3.7 yards a carry. So that in itself is showing me decline. So how big of a part is he if he's based on the numbers on the decline? I don't think he's declining as a player, but statistically, that's what it's showing us. He's on the decline. So I can't see McCoy being that building block. But nonetheless, some people still feel that way. So Matthew Gronkowski says Allen, Edmonds, and McCoy. I mean, it's not a bad one, but I feel like he's on that decline, so I can't really see he's that block. Ange A says, how do I become a member? Listen, it's simple. You just got to click that join. When you look at the Buffalo Fanatics link, right when you hit the YouTube page, there's a button that says join. You click that join and you follow the steps, and that's that quick, Angie. So Angie, I'm waiting for you, girl. I'm waiting for you. Kathy Barnaby says our dynamic duo of Hyde and Poyer, then Shady. Oh, so you feel those are the building blocks that you feel. So if you remove Poyer, you know what? That's a good point, Kathy, because you take away those two safeties. That's a big deal. You take away those two safeties, that defense is completely changed. It's not the same defense anymore because those two guys, one plays the box extremely well, the other one plays the field extremely well. It's a very good tandem that we have, and it's a tandem that the whole league, I feel, is sleeping on. They talk about all these other safety tandems that are around the league, but you just never hear the Bills. And it's I don't know what it is, because individually these players are respected. Poyer is respected. You know what I'm saying? Micah Hyde is respected individually, but as a tandem, the team gets no love. You feel me, for the work that these two have put in for this defense. There's a reason this team is able to be a top 5 defense, especially last year. You know what I'm saying? So those two guys alone did great jobs the last 2 years, but people sleep on that. I don't understand that. I really don't. Yo Mama JR says, how to become a member if on mobile. Okay, so thank you, Mama. Yo Mama JR. Good. Who do we get? Eric Sandel says Trey White is one of the bigger pieces. I'm with you on that one. I really am. David Robbins, thank you. I appreciate the donation. Are we about to trade for Gordon? Gordon. I have not heard anything to the nature of us trading for Gordon. And Gordon, are you talking about the receiver that's with New England? Because if that's the case, I have not heard a thing about that, and I can't see us going after Gordon. But I got to look into that because I have not heard a damn thing about that. Shadow Evro says, you think Matt Milano will come back the same? Ooh, that's a great question, man. I don't know. Anytime you come back from a pretty severe injury, knee injury, it's 50-50 whether you come back the same player or a shell of yourself. Or you become even better. You feel me? So sometimes when you go through those injuries, those are the ones that you're strengthening yourself. You get more conditioned. You start learning how to work out even better because of that injury, and you're better than the version of yourself from the year before. My hope is that Milano comes back twice as good, because he comes back excellent and roaming the field the way he does, paired up with Alexander, paired up with Tremaine Edmonds, paired up with the rookie Voshon Joseph. Hey, I'm on board with that. Like in one piece that is integral to this team is Alexander. The ability for his veteran leadership coming in, the way he just presents himself, he's well respected. Even I'm not even in the locker room. But you can see how the players talk, how they talk about him. You follow the social media, you see how he moves. He's a well-respected guy. So a guy like that in the locker room for these type of guys is going to do wonders. So if Milano can come back twice as good as he was last year, man, we are in a great position as a Bills defense. We are in a great position. Here we go. Kathy Bargany says, okay, here I go again. Our dynamic duo, Hyde and Poyer, and now I agree with you, Trey White. Still not sold on Allen. You don't have to be sold on Allen. It's okay not to be sold on Allen just yet, because we only really got a good glimpse of what Allen can do late in the season. So now that he's going to get a full offseason under center as the number 1 quarterback, he's not sharing time, and he's not, rep number 3. He's not rep number 2. He's rep 1 going forward. I think that's going to pay big dividends for sure. Bradley A. Bishop, we will pay him if McDermott is still coaching us. He was his first pick. Yes, he was. But here's the thing, man. When we picked Trey White, Brandon Beane wasn't with us just yet. So it was, now whether that was in the works at the time or not, but Trey White was chosen when it was McDermott and freaking, why am I getting a blank now all of a sudden? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyways, the previous GM that we had, I get this way and I get a blank. Would y'all help me out for some reason? I don't know why I'm getting a Whaley, for fuck's sake. Golly. Doug Whaley was still intact, was still around. So I I understand what you're saying, that Trey White was picked by McDermott, but Bean is now the guy that's got that hold of the change purse. So he's the one that's making the decision on who we pay and who we don't pay. So keep that in mind. That is very, very crucial. By the way, Dave Robbins, I appreciate that donation. And Gordon, I did not hear anything about Gordon. So if you guys have heard anything about Gordon, pipe in and let me know. But I haven't heard a damn thing. Pierre Gabbard says, I'm sure he will, but as Allen showed us at this point that he's part of the building block list. If Barkley showed what he did versus the Jets, that's crucial. If that's how you feel, I mean, some guys, when you don't, I mean, I don't want to use it as an excuse because it was in our favor. But when you don't prepare for a guy, you don't really know exactly what his tendencies are, right? Instead of looking at old film. So when Barkley came in, I'm not saying that was a fluke, but shoot, I don't think anybody expected him to light it up like that. But if it's any indication, if those things like that can happen, then I have high hopes. I really do have high hopes. But I don't care what anybody tells me. Allen is, no matter what, a huge building block for this team. William H. Oh, you talking about Gordon? I'm thinking Gordon on New England. Excuse me. So for Gordon, you're talking about Melvin Gordon. Okay, so here's the deal. Us trading for Melvin Gordon. Who you going to give up for Melvin Gordon? Because right now, Melvin Gordon says, I ain't playing a damn down if you don't pay me. Okay, think about that for a second. So Todd Gurley just got paid heavy. Okay, he got paid big time money. So Melvin Gordon, if I'm him, I'm going to be looking to get the type of money that Todd Gurley got. Now, here's the deal. There are GMs and coaches that value RBs one way, or they don't value them. The ones that value RBs are the ones that have a bell cow runner. You know what I'm saying? He's the franchise guy. He's the one that, I mean, Gettleman goes and gets Saquon Barkley because he knew Saquon Barkley is going to be that dude for years. And then you have guys that don't give a damn about no running back, so they'll draft 2 or 3 guys like New England. New England does not give a damn about no damn running backs. Although they did draft Sonny Michel, and I like Sonny Michel, but they also got James White. They got Burkhead, if I think Burkhead is still on the squad. So they rotate their running backs, man. They really do. So for you to think that the Bills are going to trade for Gordon, I can't see it because Gordon ain't playing a damn down until he's get paid. And I can't see Brandon Beane saying, all right, I'm ready to pay you. Because we're paying almost $9 million for McCoy. And he's already in chatter. He's in talks of potentially getting traded or getting lost or getting, get sent packing, right? Apparently he was getting fielding phone calls all summer long, whether it was true or not. But $8 million is what we're paying now. And it's pretty steep for what the production we're getting out of McCoy. So for us to go and pay $14 million, because I think that's exactly what Gordon is looking for. That's tight. That's tight. I don't know if we're going to be up for paying Melvin Gordon 14. Am I saying Melvin Gordon? $14 million, man. I don't know. I can't see that happening, man. I can't see that happening. Joe Nelson says his building blocks are Allen, Milano, and White. That's a good little building block. But keep in mind, Milano going down, the defense didn't really lose a beat. You feel me? It didn't really lose a beat. It kept on going. So it's only going to make us stronger. So him being part of the building block, I'm not mad at it. I'm cool with it. But it didn't really miss a beat. So I'm talking about a player that you take out and the whole thing shuts down. I can't see that being the case with Milano. But don't get me wrong. That way he can play. He's a baller. Smooth Gaming says Melvin Gordon is going to demand a trade if the Chargers don't pay him before the season. That's right. He's going to demand a trade. And then when he does get the trade, you think he's going to play? No. It's going to be a situation where if he gets traded, the Chargers are going to try to get something in return. And Melvin Gordon is going to be like, yo, if I get traded, I need to it's going to be like a sign-in trade. If I go here, you guys are going to pay me X. Exactly what happened to McCoy. As soon as McCoy got traded, they paid him immediately. They gave him $40 million guaranteed right off the bat. They were like, yo, we're not playing games. $40 million, that's yours. You feel me? So I can't see that being the case, truth be told. By the way, for those that are just tuning in right now, we made a big announcement at the beginning of this show. We have Buffalo Fanatics tailgate going down this year, this summer, this September, week 3 versus Cincinnati Bengals. So listen, don't be that dope. dope dudes that's sitting there like, man, I should be there. I could be watching. I could be doing it. No, man, don't play that game, man. Jump in. Link is in the bio. Go click the link, see everything, all the information you need, and jump on there. All right, here we go. Mazdaholic says, I think Trent Murphy is going to shock some people this year. Shock people, though? You think he's going to shock people? Hold on a second. First of all, my mic is way too far. I think this is probably much better. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up if it's much clearer. But anyway, Trent Murphy going to shock people? No, I don't think he's going to shock people. But if he does extremely well, we'll be more impressed. We'll be like, okay, I don't want to use the word impressed. We'll be like, that's what we hired. That's the Trent Murphy that we thought we were going to get when we hired him the first time to bring him on. So for those that are realists, they know that once you come down from injury, don't expect, Adrian Peterman type of play. It doesn't work that way. With Trent Murphy coming into his second year with the Bills, hopefully he can regain his 2016 form. Then we can say, all right, that's the guy we expected. But to be shocked per se, nah, I'm not gonna be too shocked. But I mean, if he comes out balling, shit, I'm all for it, man. Daniel Gary says building blocks offense: Josh Allen and Mitch Morse. Who's your third? You gotta have a third, man. You just can't have two. And I'm on board with that. Your center is your key piece on that offensive line. He's the quarterback of that offensive line. He's the one that's lining everybody up. Y'all ready? All right, cool. Guard. Watch that guy right here. Boom. I got that linebacker that's coming in. Y'all watch this. Hey, Allen, check this out. The linebackers are doing, they're going to be in constant communication, man. Constant communication. So I'm on board with that. But you got to have a third. Bradley Bishop says the game hopefully, hold on a second. I just got to scroll up. Joey's Clean Lady says Murphy is going to shock people with his overpaid, overhyped contract. Yeah, something like that. I was actually, truth be told, I was actually surprised that we actually retained him, because the contract that we gave him was like 1 year. It was pretty much a 1 year deal. And if we kept him, then it was like a $21 million deal. But the fact that we kept him was really surprising, but not really surprising also because of what we did with Shaq Lawson. We decided not to pick up Shaq Lawson's contract. So that in itself allowed us to keep Murphy, hoping that he becomes that guy. And I'm hoping that he does. I really do. Jeff Yin Yang says, I think Matt Milano will impress a lot more people than usual. I think he showed us a lot his rookie year. And he came on strong on his second year. So we saw and we know what he is capable of doing. So I'm not mad at that. If for those that are hoping that he has a big year, I'm on board with that because I really want him to have a big year. Yo Mama Sajara says Adrian Peterman, shaking my head, always gotta throw that Peterman in there. Let me see here. Peterman is a real MVP. Robert Foster is a beast. Man. Shaq is going to surprise lots of people. So what? Victor Diaz, by the way, shout out to Victor Diaz. One of our members is in the building right now. Corey Buffalo's in the building. One of our premium members are in here as well. I got to give a shout out to everybody that's in here, man. Y'all are flooding the room right now. So Shaq is going to surprise a lot of people. Victor, why do you feel Shaq is going to surprise a lot of people? That's what I want to know. And I'll tell you why I don't think he's going to surprise a lot of people, which it shouldn't be a surprise. Let me put it this way. Your boss at work says, check this out. You're on a 2-year contract. I'm just letting you know we're not going to bring you back for the following year. We're going to pay you up for the rest of the year. But I mean, barring some performances that you really show us that you're really able to do it, then we can talk about having a contract later on after the year. So are you going to mail it in and say, I don't care? Or are you going to bust your butt? Because if you don't bust your butt, you're unemployed. You're going to bust your butt. So is anybody going to be surprised? You know what I'm saying? If I'm a colleague of yours and I know you're leaving and all of a sudden I see you start really balling out and really doing well at work, I'm like, yo, that boy is working to come back. So are you really going to be shocked if Shaq Lawson comes in and starts balling? No, because he's playing for 2 reasons. He's playing to get a contract somewhere, whether it's in Buffalo or not, and he's playing to put some respect on his name. Those are the 2 reasons, man. You need to put some respect on my name because I ain't coming around playing this game and not gonna try to get some dividends at the end of it. So he's gonna come out balling this year. He better, because if he doesn't, then it's a detriment to him. So he has no choice but to ball out. He has to. Let me see what we got here. Matthew Rokowski says, I know McCoy is not a building block, but if you take him away, it changes the team. By that, I know he hasn't been as dynamic the last 2 seasons, but he was the only offensive threat they had. I'll give you that because defenses still respect McCoy. They do. Although he's not the McCoy of 3 years ago, but he still is very well respected. So you still have to have an eye in the backfield and be like, and know that although he's not the same guy, I still got to put some respect on him because he's still got some skill. He's probably lost a step or two. I think he's lost a step more in his vision. He doesn't see the holes the way he used to back in the day. Right now, he's hitting holes that are not even there. He's got a way wide open lane to the left, and he'll just mush himself into the old line and the D line. It doesn't make any sense. Whether he was shell-shocked, he was hurt, I don't know. He just was not the McCoy that we knew he could be. That's what I'm trying to say. Hold on. Did I miss something? I must have missed something because there was oh, shoot. My guy, the ref made a donation. My bing, 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 bing. Here we go. My guy, the ref just made a donation. I appreciate that. Trade Josh Allen and signed. Hold on a second. Trade Josh Allen and a signed picture of him in shorts for Gordon. Everybody in Buffalo would, you know what? I got to do it. I got to virtual slap your ass. You can't do that, the ref. Nobody's ready to trade Allen. That guy is our future. He's the one that's going to propel us, not Melvin Gordon. People in Buffalo would riot if Brandon Beane traded Josh Allen to the Chargers for Melvin Gordon. And then Tyree Jackson and Matt Barkley are going to battle it out to lead the way. Boy, you better stop. You can't. No, you can't. Just not going to do it that way. Hayden Black says, Rico, how do you feel about the 99 overalls given to Mack, Donald, Wagner, and Hopkins? Do any Bills players deserve a 99 overall? Who will have a 99 overall this year? Is this thing on? No one. No one on the Bills deserves a 99. Not even close. Who deserves a 99? I think, who is the highest rated Bills player on the team right now anyway? I think the highest rated Bills player on Madden, I think is Trey White. Is it Trey White? Trey White or McCoy? But nobody is even close to being a 99 on our team. Nobody. Not even close. Excuse me. So Hayden Black, as much as I'd love to give props to the team, it's not happening. For those that play Madden, by the way, I play Madden. I haven't played the recent Madden as much because I just never had the time to play it. But every year, it's like a ritual. I buy it anyway. Man, I got to get back on my playing online. But sometimes as they made it, I think what turned me off is they made it super difficult to run the rock in Madden. That's my forte. I like running the rock, but they made that thing hella hard to run the rock. So you have to really just pick and choose and find the right plays and down and distances and kind of defense and manipulate with audibles and so on and so forth, trying to get the AI to kind of move off a little bit. You know what I mean? Bringing a road, you know what I'm saying? Sending a receiver to cross the scene to see if it's a man to man. Okay, so now I can shift my guys over. I'm probably giving you guys some strategies, but Madden it made it damn difficult to damn run the rock, and it's pissing the hell out of me, man. We need that big boy cowboy, that radio cowbell. Oh, we're gonna get the cowbell. We're gonna get that cowbell. Oh, we're gonna get it. We gonna get it. Bradley A. Bishop says, I live 2 minutes away from the stadium, and I heard that Allen is driving to succeed like Peyton Manning. You can see this in his drive. Listen, if that is what you're hearing, I will take it every day of the week. I appreciate that. By the way, there's 59 people watching. Shout out to every single one of y'all watching this live feed. If you are in this bitch, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button. There's 30 likes. There should be 60. My math isn't the greatest, but there's 60 people and there's only 31. I see it bumping up now. All it is, man, just click that like button. That's it, man. We keep it moving. Jets want to move on from Bell. What? No way. They just got him. They're not moving on from Bell. David Robbins says, where are you going to be for the Bills opener? I will be where we're setting. Do you mean where we're setting up for the tailgate? That is to be determined. I know we're going to be on the lot somewhere. Not sure exactly, but the details will be coming very shortly, so you'll know exactly where we'll be. We'll be there. We are going to be there, and I hope you come and join us because it's going to be litty. I hope to meet each and every one of y'all, man, for real. And by the way, let's take a picture. Whoever we see, let's take a picture together. We'll take a whole group-ass picture. It'd be dope. Adam, no offense to the white guy on the Fanatics, but he is nothing compared to Rico. Hey, listen, man, Everyone's got their different style. My guy DM3 is rocking it. He's consistent as hell. Love that dude, man. And he puts a lot of work in. But we're all unique. We all have our own ways of doing things. But shout out to my guy DM3. And we're doing it. And by the way, keep in mind, man, this little thing that we do here, that shit ain't easy, man. You gotta have the energy. You gotta have the energy to bring it and forward, and it just comes naturally. You feel me? So I appreciate the compliment, but don't sleep on my guy DM3, man. That boy is doing big work, big things. Shout out to my guy Adam for the compliment, though. Daniel Garvey says Peterson, not Pete. Did I say Peterman? I'm probably thinking of Peterman. My guy Nate Peterman. You feel me? Still stuck on it. I probably am, man. For what's wrong with me? Juan Castillo says Peterman is the real MVP. Right. Let me just read some more of your questions. David Rom says, I want to shake your hand, Rico. Listen, man, we're going to meet together, man. We're going to meet. We definitely going to meet. Jeff Yingyan says, only rookie with 300 yards, and people say he is no Nathan Peterman. Nate Peterman, man. I had high hopes for Nate Peterman. I really did. Yo Mama G said, hey, by the way, everybody, subscribe, turn on your notifications, even to become a member for the perks of joining the Buffalo Fanatics. I'm telling you right now, is legit. So turn on your notifications. If you guys want to know when I'm going on every time, just click that little bell and it lets you know every time I'm on. All right. I got back to the ref. So Matthew Ronkowski says, I know McCoy is not a building block. Yes, we got to that question already. Let me see if I'm because I'm just catching up, fellas. I'm catching up. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's been put on there. Joey Cleanly Lady says Dable will be the key to the season. If he calls plays similar to that of Nate Hackett, we are doomed last year. Okay. Let me get to my guy Dable. Dable. I don't want to hate on Dable. But Dable has a lot of pressure on him this year. He really does. And I don't care what anybody tells me, pressure is on. Because now he's got everything he's supposed to have. He's got himself 2 veteran running backs that's going to be mentoring a running back that they really, really liked enough to grab in the 3rd round, right? That's number 1 in Devin Singletary. You've got Robert Foster. You got your slot receivers in Cole Beasley, one of the better slot receivers in the game. I don't care how old he is, he's still productive. You got a guy that was supposed to be a 1,000-yard receiver last year, had not Flacco gone down in John Brown, right? And then you got Zay Jones that's coming into his 3rd year. Okay. Then you get a Pro Bowl punt returner that's supposed to give us great field position on kick and punt return. Pro Bowler. So we've done some upgrades. And I'm just talking about the weapons. Now you look at the O-line. We've got a new center, a top center in the game in Mitch Morse. We just drafted a right tackle, maybe right guard in Cody Ford. You know what I'm saying? We brought in Ty Nsekhe, a swing tackle that can go left and right. John Feliciano, Spencer Long. We still got Wyatt Teller on the squad. You feel me? So we've upgraded. We got Deion Dawkins still playing on this team. So we've upgraded this team. So there's no reason why our guy in Dable cannot have success. This is the year that he doesn't rank in the bottom of the league. You can't, because if he does start not getting this team gelled up, especially when you have a quarterback that's playing right now, that's going to be playing all offseason and taking all first-team reps and know nothing, there can't be any reason that he doesn't have success. Not only that, our schedule is one of the weakest schedules in the league. I think we have the 3rd best schedule in terms of the strength of it. The strength of schedule is favorable. We really, if you think about it, with who we face in the first 6 games, there's no reason we can't go 5-1, maybe even 6-0. So it all becomes on Dable. A lot of people don't want to talk about the pressure that's going to be put on Dable, but there is a lot of pressure because eyes will be all over it. Twitter is going to be banging with eyeballs. Yo, what's up with Dable? What's up with Dable? I don't want to. Now, if Josh Allen is sticking up the joint, that's a whole different ball game. But I can't see that happening. That boy is too eager and too intelligent to let the things of past happen to him again. It's all about the developments. They got a new quarterback coach to come bring. They got rid of Cully. They brought a new quarterback coach. You know what I'm saying? And Dable's in his 2nd year with the squad, which is an even better squad. So I don't want to hear no damn excuses. He has to produce. Because if he doesn't, Rico's on his ass. Rico's all over his ass. I'm telling you that right the hell right now. By the way, shout out to my guy Keanu Valentine that showed us a little bit of donation. I love that. I'm just keeping it real with everybody, man. You know what I mean? David Robbins is laughing, but I'm telling you, man, I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. Let me see what we got here. Joey's Cleveland says, are we going to talk about the expansion to 18 games? Yes, we will. How will that work with a backup QB? I'm going to get into that topic right now. You know what? Hold on. Let me just catch up to some of the questions and we'll get to that. Somebody asked me if I'm a PlayStation guy or Xbox guy. First of all, any man, you know what I'm saying, that's got an Xbox, go sit down in the corner. Timeout. You're on timeout. You're playing with the Xbox with that huge ass remote. I don't know how you mess with that thing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are going to say, no. The Xbox got little, they're tinier now. They're this and that. Yo, it turned me off when I'm playing with a damn remote this big. Can't do it. Won't do it. Nah. The PlayStation remote just fits perfectly in your hands. And I got man hands, right? You know what I'm saying? I got man hands. Like, that's perfectly in there. That big ass Xbox remote, put that to the side. Never did it. Can't do it. And messing around with having the X button and the A button, all that stuff, nah. We don't do that, man. We all PlayStation guys know it. Triangle, X, square, circle. That's how we go. R1, R2, you feel me? L2, L1. That's how we roll. You see the buttons up here and we here and we balling. That's it, man. By the way, if you didn't realize, I'm a PlayStation guy. That's how we roll. Joey's Cleveland says, Dable will be key. He better be key. I just went on my Dable rant. So we go. Cam Jackson's football says, what system you play on? PlayStation, baby. Young King says there's 60 people in this chat. Let's get the likes up. We got 65 people in this bitch and we only have 48 likes. Come on, people. Let's get this going, man. Let's get this going. Just want to move on from Bell. He was a McCagnon guy. Gase really doesn't like him. Gase, let me tell you something about Gase. Gase had one of the best running backs. I don't care what anybody tells me. Kenyon Drake is a baller. I would take Kenyon Drake over LaShawn McCoy right now. Right now, if you were to say, yo, the Dolphins are trying to trade for McCoy and they want to give you Kenyon Drake, sign me up ASAP. That boy is that nice, okay? When you give Kenyon Drake 6 to 7 carries a game, something's wrong in your head. You got a few screws loose is what some people say. You can't do that. So I guess I could say that I could totally see someone's a guy like Gay saying, I'm not really in for Bell. But Bell, I love Bell. I think Bell is the best running back in the game. He's the best. Blocks, catches, runs the rock, has great patience, has fantastic vision. You feel me? And he's more athletic. He's a big boy, man. And he's doing the things that little guys do. That guy is a special dude. So if he was a McCagnon guy or not a McCagnon guy, it doesn't matter. You move on from Bell for your dumb reasons, bro. Sit your ass in the corner. Sit your ass in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be crazy to me. That just would be really crazy to me. I'm just saying though. By the way, we got a donation by my guy Kevin Schneider. The Bills will be the surprise team of the league this year. Shh. Don't say nothing, man. Let's go under the radar. Let's go under the radar. Let people talk about the Packers. Let people talk about, you know what I'm saying, the Falcons. Let them talk about the Rams and let them talk about the Dolphins. Let them talk about the Jets. Let them talk about everybody they want. Let us go under the radar and shock some people. When we get win number 1, they're just going to say it's week 1. Don't worry about it. That's exactly what they're going to say. It's week 1. It's a long season, everybody. Let's just take it easy. It's a long season. It's going to be all right. Right? That was my white man voice. But anyway, so when we go week 2 and we win, they'll be like, okay, so the Bills won the games they're supposed to win. You know the excuses they're going to make. The Bills won the games they're supposed to win. I mean, with the roster they have and Allen coming into a second year and then that. Then we go 3-0. Then we face the Patriots and we beat the Patriots. Then people will start saying, wait a second. Yo, this team is for real now. They beat the Bengals, they beat the Jets, they beat the Giants, and they beat the Patriots, and they're 4-0. Hold on a second. And all of a sudden, 5-0, 6-0. Now we are a team to be reckoned with. Now, hold on a second. Before we get ourselves excited, though, years and years and years and years of this happens all the time. What happens? The Bills show you what they can do, and they get to 5-1, and then they plummet, right? Let me take you back memory lane. I believe the quarterback of the time was Trent Edwards. Trent Edwards was our quarterback, and we got to a record of 5-1. 5-1, and I was like, "Oh, this is the year." I believe the year was 07. 07 or 08, I can't recall, or 06. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We started the year 5-1, and I was like, "Oh shit, here we go." Then the Bills go to Toronto, and then Trent Edwards gets his brain scrambled by Adrian Wilson. Do you remember that? Adrian Wilson came on a safety blitz and scrambled the hell out of Trent Edwards' brain. We went downhill from there. We just never recovered. That was the last time we had a promising start to a season. I was like, this is it. Kyle Williams even had me say, man, this is a special team. This is a different team. We're a unit. We're this, that, and the third. I've heard it all. We all heard it. But yo, we can't do that, man. Anyway, you got me in my bag with this. This could be the surprise team. We've seen it before. The Bills have been doing this thing to us for a long time. I'm just saying, people. I'm just saying, by the way, 60 people. There's 53 likes. Let's bump that thing up. Shout out to the donation by Kevin Schneider. Appreciate that, my G. Let me see. Jeff Yin says, whoever says he is a bust or practice squad, they must be smoking something. Bradley A. Bishop. You guys are talking about who's a bust, but I'll catch up on that afterwards. Matty Ice, what's going on, man? Daniel Garvey says a lot of new faces and starters on offense. 4 new starters on O-line, new tight ends, some new receivers and RBs. It takes time to gel. It absolutely does. It definitely 1,000% does. Joyce Cleanly says it's all about the chemistry. That is the mantra that Beam preaches, so it should work out. Listen, it's all about that, man. It really is all about that. So I'm just catching up on all this stuff. I want to try to read everybody's comments, right? Because I don't want to miss really good stuff. I'm still going to talk on that 18-game season that they're trying to propose. Trent Edwards, 5-0 injured. We dropped off. Absolutely. You guys remember that, right? Trent Edwards, it was 2007. Thank you. Joey's cleanly. You remember that? You remember that, man? That shit had me sick. I was talking shit to everyone at work. I was like, yo, watch out. Trent Edwards, you know what I'm saying? Seaford, I think it was George Seaford was talking about he's the next guy coming out of Stanford. He's the smartest guy. We took him in the 3rd round. I thought, yo, this might be the pick. That might be the gem. I always hated Trent Edwards' throw. It always felt it was incomplete. It was just not enough behind it. You feel me? But he gave us some kind of hope when he took over as quarterback. We're like, okay, it might be this guy. This might be the guy. And then he got his big old brain scrambled on that hit. I still remember that shit, man. Real talk. That 5-1 start, man, that was crazy. Young King says it's not just pressure on Brian as the offensive coordinator. It's pressure on our O-line coach and the wide receivers coach, all the offensive coaches. You're absolutely right. But guess who falls? Guess who those offensive coordinators, guess who all those coaches fall under? Bobby Johnson, the O-line coach. You know what I'm saying? Who's the new receiver coach? So the white guy that was part of the Jets not too long ago. I forgot his name. I want to say Harden, but I can't remember exactly. But each and every one of those guys, guess who they roll up to? They roll up to Dable. So it's up to Dable to get his guys in line to make this team work. He's the engine. He's the guy that makes it work. He's the chef. You feel me? So the pressure's on his ass, regardless of how you want to take it. It's gonna be on his ass. Real talk. Trent check down. Oh, checkwards. Yeah, he was the Trent down. And we see what we got here, fellas. Corey Buffalo says this season will all come down to Josh Allen. I mean, really, at the end of the day, it does, man. Whoever your quarterback is, that's who it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna come down to that. It's always gonna come down to that. Your quarterback. What is your quarterback doing? Jude Atline says, what's up, my Haitian brother? What's going on? What's going on, my guy? It's like passing, man. CD3 Michael says, once Trent got hit, he was done. You're absolutely right. Brian Moorman getting laid out. Absolutely. With all the pressure on the offense, will it take away from the defense? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if our offense does not produce, guess what? Chad Hall. Thank you to I said Harden. That was close. Chad Hall. It always affects the defense. No matter what anybody tells you, it always affects the defense. Sean Rudhawa, what's going on, my guy?
It always affects the defense. If you're picture this, you're on the defense, right? You're going against Matt Ryan. You know Matt Ryan can throw. He's got Julio Jones. He's got Calvin Ridley. He's got a slew of running backs on that team. They can play. They got some ballers on that team, right? So you're going toe-to-toe with Matt Ryan. That's got firepower. Feel me? And yet, yeah, he's on the field, 60-yard drive, and we stop him. We get the ball back, right? And we're pumped. We're ready to go. Offense goes on the field. You sit down on the bench. You take a sip. All of a sudden, your defense coach is like, all right, defense, helmets. What? I just sat down. Your team just turned the ball over, or your team just fumbled, or, you know what I'm saying, 2 quick and out, three and out, and you're done. You're back on the field again. You didn't even get a chance to get a breath. You feel me? You get on the field again with Matt Ryan, with Julio Jones, with Calvin Ridley. You know what I'm saying? With Josh, with Freeman. You feel me? And then we stop him again. Bills defense sits down on the bench. Woo! We're high-fiving. We're getting cool. We're talking to coaches on the clipboard saying, this is what we're doing. You know what I mean? We're reading all that shit. All of a sudden, we're punting. Punt team. What? Are you kidding me? Do you know how disheartening that is for the defense? That's crazy. That's disheartening for the defense. You can't have an offense be inept and have the defense try to keep you in the games. We've done this for so long. There are times where the defense holds down freaking Brady, Tom Brady, the whole game. But then one play happens, and that one play happens, it kills off the rest of the game because that momentum is shifted. Now the defense that has been keeping us in the game is now depending on the offense to make a play. Now the pressure's on the offense, right? How many times have you guys remembered that? I remember it too often where the defense hold it down, and they finally let it, like a field goal in. Like, oh fuck, we've been holding it down the whole time. All right, offense, do something for us. Pick six. You feel me? Pick six. Dude, we just held this team to 3 points, and you just gave away a pick six? Come on, son. Peterman, come on, son. Shit, that shit makes me angry sometimes. But I'm just saying. But the offense, the offense has to work. You can't do that. That shit does not work. The shit does not work, man. Should Bills re-sign Lindell? Hell no, we should not. We're good with who we got. We're definitely good with who we got. Sam Mazda says, who do you think our 3 hardest games are? That's a great question. So Dallas Cowboys is going to be one of them. Philadelphia Eagles is going to be the other one. And obviously New England Patriots. So Eagles, Cowboys, and Patriots. Those are going to be our toughest. Every game is going to be tough. Every game is going to be tough. But those 3 games are going to be the toughest games, I feel. The Dallas Cowboys are fielding a freaking team, man. They got a team. You got Dak. You got freaking Cooper. Like, that boy can play. Amari Cooper is a baller, right? You got this dude right here. You feel me? You got to stop that beast. That O-line is solid as hell. Listen, that defense is solid. That Dallas game is going to be a tough-ass game. And we're playing at Jerry's World? Nah, man. Nah. That's going to be tough as hell. And then you got to go against the Eagles. Wentz. You got to go against Wentz. You got to go against freaking Cox. Fletcher Cox. You got to go against that fool. That defense is legit. They just re-signed their own guy, the D lineman. Brandon. I want to say Brandon, but I can't remember exactly. But listen, I'm going to tell you that right now. The Eagles game is not going to be easy. We are up against a tough 3 games against the Patriots, obviously, Eagles, and the Dallas Cowboys. By the way, we got 60 people in this bitch, and we got 61 likes. Let's keep it rolling, baby. David Robbins with this donation. I appreciate that donation, my G. Nakia Millhouse, what's good? Mad love to you guys. Helps a lot since I'm on the West Coast. Mad props. I appreciate that donation, Millhouse. I appreciate that. Yo, man, let me tell you something, man. I got to tell you guys something right now. And I'm glad you guys are in here. And I'm making a video on this, and I think it's necessary. I need you guys to know this right now. There's a lot of clowns that like to talk a lot of ish about the Buffalo Fanatics. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's hate. You know how you just got to know how it is. You feel me? When you're the top dog or you're up there and, all eyes are on you, people are going to talk. They're going to talk. And that's what happens, right? So, unfortunately, we had some instances, some shit happened to us on on Twitter. I gotta address it, and I'm gonna make a video on it. I'll get into the details of the video, but we have some shit go down with our Twitter. Our Twitter got suspended. So it now opens up the floodgates for a whole bunch of clowns to talk a lot of nonsense. It's natural. It is what it is. You only got to laugh about it. But what's annoying is that when they boot you on something or they suspend you on something, like for instance, you go to Instagram, or excuse me, you go to YouTube. If you copyright something or you do some fuckery or you do some stuff, they'll just tell you, hey man, such just caught, you got a copyright infringement. It's not going to jeopardize your account, but you got to chill on that stuff, and you got to watch what you do. So in the meantime, we're going to slap an ad in front of your video, and whatever money that you gain from your video will go to the person that got the stuff. You're like, fair enough, cool. Either you delete the video or you keep it rolling, right? Now you don't get the money for that. On Facebook, if you get caught for doing some stuff that's some messed up stuff, you know what they do? They take it down. Delete it. That's it. Call it a day and keep it moving. Twitter, on the other hand, they get you for some bullshit that happened years ago and they say, yo, your shit suspended. Boom. Then you're like, for what? You're sitting there like, what do we get suspended for? Guess what? Buffalo Fanatics got suspended on Twitter for copyright infringement on Taylor Swift. What? Taylor Swift? Are you kidding me? Does it look like my man listens to Taylor Swift? Maybe the kids will listen to Taylor Swift. Maybe the wife occasionally will listen to a Taylor Swift song like Shake It Off. Maybe. I don't even know how I knew that damn song, but I did. But your boys got suspended. So if you're looking for us to have activity on Twitter, we are suspended. But it's never a bad thing. Sometimes you got to hit that reset button and restart that shit all over again. So the loyal people that still F with us, just hit us back on the Twitter and we'll be back on that. I'll make a video about that later on, but I had to get that out there because, we're on every single social media platform. And then these guys want to sit there and mess with us with some Taylor Swift bullshit. Come on now. Taylor Swift? Anyway, I'm done with that, but I'll drop the video and we'll let you guys know. But anyway, Young King says, hey, yo, Rico, have you ever lived in Buffalo? Hey, Rico, have you ever lived in Buffalo and why earlier in your life? I respect your love and passion for Buffalo and our team. Nah, man, I've never lived in the United States. I'm a Canadian cat. Born in Canada, but I got Haitian blood. I'm Haitian, right? But born in Canada. So never in the States, never lived there. Travel a lot. I got lots of family in Florida. I got lots of family in New York. I got lots of family in Boston. Like I got family everywhere, man. So, but yeah, man, but never lived in Buffalo. Never have. It wouldn't be a bad spot to live. I don't know where I would live in Buffalo. I don't know the areas like that, but not there yet. Juan Castillo says, blame it on Papa Peck. Papa Peck ain't here, man, but he would be. Eric Sanders says, Rico, you keep it real, man, and blunt. If people can't handle reality, too bad for them. People can't handle reality, man. They're soft, man. And truth be told, there's some people that want to see you feel so bad, they'll do whatever it takes to kind of make you, go away. But they got to realize this. When you're nice like that, you don't just go away. You know what I'm saying? You just regroup and keep it pushing. You just keep it pushing. What do we got right now? I'm Dominican. We neighbors, son. You damn right we are. So now I want to get to this proposal from the league. By the way, the ref with another donation. Should we go and sign Emmanuel Brounders or Thomas Julius before week 1? It all depends on the guys that we brought in and where we feel they fit, right? Because I feel that the team is pretty much set, really, if you think about it. Look at the depth at the O-line, running back, receiver, DBs, linebackers. We're pretty much set. So bearing 1 or 2 additions here and there, the team is pretty much set. We just got to see how it all plays out. You feel me? So let me hit something with you guys. Now, the league, we got another donation by my guy, David Robbins. Matty Ice is a hater of true Bills fans. Man, everybody's a hater on Buffalo Fanatics, man. Shout out to my guy, CD3MCL, Muscle. I'm going to assume that's Muscle. And shout out to my guy, that's 2 donations. Bing, 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 bing. Yo, that's how we're going to roll it right now. I think that's the best way to do it. So shout out to every single one of y'all showing some love to Buffalo Fanatics and showing, giving some donations, man, because all that stuff helps out. It really does, man. We got a big tailgate coming up. So all that stuff is going towards making it an epic, epic, epic moment. So y'all got to be there. Matty S, are you high on Dave? Boy, sit down. Yo, man, come on, leave my guy DM3 alone, man. Rico, you would live in Cheektowaga? Most of the businesses are there. Do I look like a Cheektowaga guy? I mean, the sound of Cheektowaga doesn't seem like I'd be living there. I think I'd probably be living in what's Allentown like? Is that a place that I could live in? Allentown? I hear Allentown is decent. Let me open up a map of the city of Buffalo, and we can play that. We could play that maybe. Oh man, that's in my first. Yo, let me Cheektowaga though. Y'all see me on the Cheektowaga? I don't know, man. The ref says, "Do you think Emmanuel Browners would benefit this defense?" Yeah, it's not that he wouldn't. Hold on a second. I'm not gonna say that he's not going to. It wouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? But where do you put him? Where would he fit in the rotation? That's I guess that's my question, because I'm not hating on it, but like who are you bumping to put him in there? And that's the way I look at it, right? Ref, why not hit that join button while you're at it? Costs the same. But you know what? I respect the ref, because the ref is showing love right now, and I respect everything about what you're doing right now. Paul K says, Rico, you don't need Twitter. You got us on YouTube. Yo, that's love right there, bro. That is love, man. See, that's what I'm talking about. Real recognized real, man. Y'all F with the dude and y'all F with the brand. It really don't matter, man. We just reboot and get that shit stopped. Emmanuel Browners, though. I'm not sitting on that, because I'm not familiar too much with Browners. I've heard very little, but I haven't really sat there to kind of really go about him. Hold on a second. Let me see what's really good. But anyway, so the real question is where you see him fitting, who you bumping, and that's really my question. Young King says, #1 podcast, Buffalo Fanatics. Bing, 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 bing. You gotta know what it is. Rico lives in Breeze, New Era Field, man. Yes, I do. I fucks with the people, baby. I do. I really do. Now, here's the deal. 18 game season. Now, I don't know where they came up with this thing, but the league or the powers that be are trying to propose that the NFL have 18 games. Now, if I read this properly, Kevin Tyler says, I can see you living in Orchard Park right next to the stadium. I've seen Orchard Park, and that is probably not somewhere I would live. I'll tell you that right now. Bring me more towards the city. I'm a city boy, so bring me more to where there's liveness. I need live shit. You feel me? So bring me more to where I don't know where the areas are, but maybe Cheektowaga was right. Maybe that's where I need to be. I have no idea. But I'm not a country boy. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't no country boy. I'm a city boy to the core. So let me tell you something. 18 games. How do you guys feel about 18 games? Like, could you really do 8? It'd be good for the fans, because that's more football for us. But how trash would it be if playing all those games gets our major guys hurt? You feel me? Like, how it doesn't give us enough time to evaluate some of the guys. We may make a bad decision, and keeping a guy that gives us, he's a practice guy, and then when it comes to the games, like Nate Peterman, you feel me? He's a practice guy, and then comes in and trashes it up, but we made the bad decision because we were so rushed to try to field the team. 18 games, though, that's a lot, man. Like, I'll tell you this, the CFL, we have 18 games. It's a long-ass season, but the preseason is short. CFL's preseasons are super short. Like, the season's underway right now. But right now, we're in early July, and the season is underway, and the season ends in November. You feel me? Like early November. And even this, I feel like the seasons are pretty long in the CFL. So the NFL, though, golly, I don't know, man. I don't know. 17 games with 2 buys a week. The season's longer. It makes the season longer. Here's what the thing is. The NFL is trying to stay king. They're trying to stay king. It takes me 6 months. Look at Kevin. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Gerard is in the house. If you guys don't know who Kevin Gerard is, it's AKA Kevin Papa Peck Gerard. He's in the house right now. But 18 games, man, that's a lot of games, bro. That's a lot of games. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but to me, I think that's overkill. Like, you got to understand, the body needs time to heal and rest. How are you to perform? How are you going to sit there and perform and give your all when you still can't recover. And they're making these guys play Thursday night games and then follow up with Sunday night, and then you got to follow up with a Thursday night game. I feel for these guys, man. I really do. Like, think about it. You go in and you go to the gym. You work your arms. You do a nice arm workout, right? And for those that hit the gym, you guys know the deal. Once you hit that nice arm workout, it takes you a few days because your arms, you're sitting like this. You can't really straighten out your arm because your shit is really tight. So you're like this, right? So think about it. You play a game, your back is seized, right? You're like, oh man, I need time for it to loosen up and stuff. And you gotta hurry up and play the next game. So you want them to go 18 games. Yo, you're gonna shorten these guys' careers, man. That shit is already short as shit as is. You see it. 3.5 years is your average NFL player's career. So you're trying to make them play 18 games, man? I don't know. I don't see the perks. I guess that's what it comes down to. I don't see the perk in playing 18 games. By the way, shout out to my guy Hayden Black says, how many sacks will Jerry Hughes have this season? Well, if it was up to Kevin Gerard, he'd say 6 sacks. That's all he's gonna get. But I feel that this will be the year that Jerry Hughes goes back up to 10 sacks this year. I think he needs it. I think it's necessary. I think that's what's going to make our defense that much better. Now, with the addition of Ed Oliver, with Jordan Phillips, with Harrison Phillips, with Trent Murphy, Shaq Lawson, I think this D-line is ready to really take over this year. I really do. Captain Papa Peck in the house. Captain Papa Peck. Kevin Gerard says 18 games, but they are saying each player can only play 16 games. So Matt Barkley is starting 2 games. Sounds like low quality ball to me. Here's another thing. So you can only pay 16 games, right? What's the point? Like, what's the point? So you're gonna have, let's just say for some stupid reason, Matt Barkley gets cut and Tyree Jackson's killing it. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, right? I'm just for the sake of it. Like, what purpose is it? What are they gaining from this by making someone add in the extra game? But you gotta. So Josh Allen, guess what? So weeks 5 and 6, you're gonna sit and we're gonna start. Why? Why would you do that? Like, it doesn't make it. So are they trying to? Is this a way to make the league have more parity? Because 2 games out of the year, Tom Brady's got to sit. 2 games out of the year, Russell Wilson has to sit. 2 games out of the year, Aaron Rodgers has to sit. 2 games out of the year, who you want to call Melvin Gordon, if he plays, he has to sit 2 games. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if I'm feeling that too much. I don't know if I'm feeling that too much. It makes me cringe when I hear that. So to be honest with you, I'm not on board with that. But a lot of people, they want to play that game, man. They want to play that game and they want to propose and try to change the league and do all this stuff. But it's all about money. It's all about revenue. If they can bring in more revenue, like, think about it. If you can go to a game, like, everybody's fiending for the game to start right now, right? Like, oh man, I can't wait for the season to start. What if they told you the opening season starts instead of it starting September, first week of September, it's going to start in the middle of August? Yo, you be hype. You be super hyped. But are you going to be hyped to watch, Matt Barkley play in week 1? Because we're really trying to save, 16 games for Josh Allen? You really going to try to go and watch my man go play over there? Unless they keep the home games for the guys you want to see, and vice versa. But there's going to be 2 guys that aren't going to play. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it in terms of how they're breaking it down. But every part of me thinks that it's just not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. But I mean, shoot, when you propose something, I'm sure they have all the breakdowns of how they want to do it. So I guess we'll see how it goes down. Jeff Yin Yang says, Rico, do you think Sills will defiantly make the roster? No. I don't think he'll defiantly make the roster because he's got to beat out Duke Williams. He's got to beat out Duke. You know what I'm saying? He's got to beat out Isaiah McKenzie. Isaiah McKenzie still has an opportunity to try to make this squad. So really, Duke and Sills are the 2 guys that are going to be going at it for that maybe 6th spot. Because we already know there's 4 guys that are already there. Andre Roberts is going to be the punt returner. So we got 1 more spot for a receiver. So is it going to be McKenzie? Is it going to be Duke? Or is it going to be Sills? I don't know, man. But that's going to be a battle. That's going to be a battle to see going forward. I definitely look forward to it. Yo, Mama JR says too much stress on the coaches and trainers having to worry about players. Plus, you can't really prepare because you won't know what the other team has to offer. Absolutely. It becomes like the coaches and we'll just talk about the coaches. The coaches already have a hard enough job to scheme and try to get things going and get people prepared. And yet you want to lengthen the season, number one. And on top of that, you want to prepare the rookie that you didn't think was going to come in. Now, let's look at the flip side, though. Let's look at the flip side. Let's just say Tyree Jackson is the quarterback. And Tyree, you're up, man. We got to bench Josh Allen because, you know what I mean, it's the quota says you got to play. You got to play, right? Tyree Jackson comes in and lights it up. That's the benefit. You get to see what you have in certain players because maybe you didn't have a chance to see them all season long. So this forces you to put the player in and go. Like, look, Nick Mullins. Nick Mullins was the quarterback for the Niners. Out of nowhere, he comes in and lights it up on national TV. We're like, whoa, who the hell is Nick Mullins? So those are the little nice gems that can come from it. But how likely is that to happen? I can't see that happening too often. I really just can't. Eric Sanders says, how many sacks will Oliver have? I give Oliver 5 sacks, maybe 6 sacks. If he gets beyond that, that's amazing. I'm going with a bit of 5 to 6 sacks for Oliver. If he gives you 12 to 14, I'm loving it. But 5 to 6 for Oliver. And I see Jerry Hughes has 10. Kevin Garrard says, no, I said 10 at the very most. So Kevin Garrard says 10 at the very most is what Jerry Hughes is going to give you. He's not going to give you more than 10. I'm with that. 10 sacks is respectable. It's very respectable. But I think he's a better player than 10 sacks. And 10 sacks is to me minimum. He needs to get at least 10 sacks for it to be very good. 12 to 14, if you can get as that, man, that's a Pro Bowl year. You're going to the Pro Bowl. Hands down. Hands down. Lou Dog Game Zone says, longtime Bills fan here. Happy to have found this channel. I hope Josh Allen stays healthy and comes through. By the way, Low Dog Game Zone, thank you for joining. Subscribe, like this channel, and we hope to see you again, my guy. Who do we got? Hayden Black says, I actually like the idea of 18 games and a 16 game. Hold on. Oh, my shit just went down. Okay. Where'd you go there, Hayden? Okay. You actually like the 18 game season and 16 game limit. A lot of the great teams in the league have great starting lineups, but behind that, there is no depth. Backups then have more importance. True. It's almost as if the NFL is trying to pretty much come in with what the NBA is doing and giving their players something called load management. That's pretty much what it is. Load management. But this is different though. 82 games is a lot of games. So if you're sitting every other game for a stretch, I'm okay with that. But the NFL is a different beast. You can't load management Josh Allen when you really need Josh Allen and you need W's. You can't load management freaking Robert Foster. You can't load management Jerry Hughes. You can't load management freaking Jordan Poyer. We need every single body every single week. That's what we need. You feel me? So it's a tough situation, man. To propose that, there's going to be a lot of pros and there's going to be a lot of cons. I can just see more cons happening right now towards that. But that's just me, though. That's just me. Eric Sanders says the 18 game idea won't be finalized till the next collective bargaining agreement. So only 16 games might only be for the agreement that's in place now, which I totally see that for sure. Zay Yount says, yo, Ayo Rico, Buffalo Next is going to be Thanksgiving game. No, Thanksgiving game. That's going to be in Buffalo, in Dallas. So we will not be in Dallas, my good man. At least certainly I will not be there. That's for sure. Joey's Cleaning Lady says CBA will be finalized in August. Schedule will be implemented by 2020 if it's agreed upon. So that should be interesting. Paul K says, I like Hughes getting 10 plus sacks. I see to keep the season same, worth the wait. I can't wait to see Oliver throw people down. I put a video of Oliver, what's his face? Aaron Donald. A video of Aaron Donald and what Aaron Donald was doing all last season. And every time I saw him get on the field and put hands on people, I see a miniature version of Ed Oliver, and I am excited for the potential that this boy is going to bring this year, man. By the way, bing, 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 bing. Donation is given by David Robinson. David Robinson. David Robinson says, how big of an impact will Trey White have this year? Also, how big of a bona fide hustler is Matty Ice? Trey White is Trey White, man. He comes to play. He comes to play every day. I mean, everybody talks about LSU being, DB University. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the situation of him being that guy. He's going to be nice. There's no time that he's going to digress and not be a good player. He's just that nice. He's just that dude. You feel me? So I think he's going to be fantastic this year, as he always is. He's going to bring his A game. He's playing at a standard. There's a standard for how my guy plays, and he plays top notch. He has a few blunders here and there. He lets a few, receivers get behind him, but for the most part, he is solid and shuts down half of the field. So you can't ask for more from a corner. That's excellent. Kevin Schneider says, "Hey Rico, what do you think about the Bills building a new stadium or sinking $540 million into upgrading the existing stadium?" Here's the deal, man. We are near the bottom of the league in terms of what our ticket sales are. We're at the bottom of the league of what the team is worth. We're at the bottom of the league of what the stadium looks like compared to all the others. I think we're below the average. So something needs to happen. So the league is like, yo, y'all got to do something, man. Either you start renovating this thing to make it up to code and up to code to everybody else, or you get yourself a new stadium. Pick one. So right now, it seems as though until we make that decision, we're going to just keep sinking money into the stadium and get it up to par and keep it where it's at. But if it was a dream scenario, bulldoze that thing down, blow up the whole stadium and rebuild in the same area. And then we go from there. You can't go wrong with that, man. You really can't. What do we got? Mighty Ice. I'm not even trying to give Mighty Ice no love right now. Glad you're a voice of sanity. The NFLPA will not like this. They're not going to like this, man. That's just craziness. Lana Law says, do you like Steph Curry? I like Steph Curry. You know what's funny, though? You asked me that question, though. I didn't like Steph Curry when Kevin Durant was on the team. I don't know. I didn't like him. When Kevin Durant was hurt, I started to like Steph Curry. That was a random ass question, but I'll answer it. I like Steph Curry when Kevin Durant was not around. I just don't like Kevin Durant. I'm not a fan of Kevin Durant. He's just a fake tough guy to me. Just not about him. Not about it. Sorry. Just if you're a Kevin Durant fan, sorry, not sorry. The ref says we should have signed Matt Vitello from the Bucks. Yeah, but we didn't have an opportunity to, right? I think he was available, and then I think somebody else jumped all over it. Will Fitzpatrick start in Miami? Well, did you see the picture? I don't know if you guys saw the picture, but there was a picture of freaking Fitzpatrick next to Rosen. And guess who was holding the ball? Fitzpatrick. So does that tell me that my guy's going to be sitting there as a starter? We're about to find out, man. We don't know, man. We just don't know. What do we got here? Joey's Cleaning says they already spent a ton of money on the training facility. They do, man. The Bills have spent a lot of money everywhere. Everywhere they spent money. So if you spent that much money, it's like you renovating in a house, right? You put so much renovations in a house, and then you're sitting there like, yo, either I finish the renovations and really make it a dime piece, a dime spot, or I move. So the Bills are probably at that spot. They're like, yo, we put a lot of money into this shit, man. You know what? We might as well put a whole bunch of money into it and renovate the shit and make it top notch again. I don't know who's in charge of that department, but something's going to have to give very shortly. Very shortly. Holy smokes. I've been talking for an hour and 18 minutes. I feel as though I've been talking way too long. So I think we hit some good topics today. I really do. It's a slow period right now. Everybody's on vacation. The team is on vacation. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about things that are going on that are relevant around the league. So I think it's necessary to have these conversations. Eric Sanders says they need to build a new stadium in Buffalo with a nearby home for you and your family so you can come do your thing on YouTube on the site with the Blairs. Listen, man, we do this for the people, man. At the end of the day, man, I'm representing for all Bills fans, man, because I'm thinking the same thing you guys are thinking. Sometimes I'm the way opposite, but at the end of the day, we all have common ground. The common ground is we root for the same damn team and we want the same success for the team. However the success comes, we might have differentiating opinions on it, but at the end of the day, we all root for one team and we want one goal, and that's to win the chip. You feel me? We want our chips with dip. That's what we want, right? Exactly what it is, man. That's what it comes down to. Kathy Barnaby says, sit out games is stupid. Play 18 games, 2 less per season. Okay for me. I hate preseason play anyway. I don't know. I didn't read much of it, but I don't think they mentioned anything about preseason, or did they shorten the preseason and make it longer? I'm not sure exactly what they did, but anyway, it doesn't matter because we're going to squish the fish anyway. That's what it comes down to. Eric Sanders says they can keep the old stadium for practice field. Nah, man, that's craziness. That's too much for just a practice field. Can't do it. Lou Dog Gamer says I can see the Bills going 11-5 or better this year. I agree with you. I agree. Anything less than 10 wins is a disappointment. I'm not falling for it. I'm not buying it. You need 10 wins at least. At least. We can start the season 6-0. Easily. Maybe 5-1. You know what I'm saying? So we're halfway there. Halfway there. And that's the starting of the season. Yo, I'm not trying to hear nothing but 10 plus wins. That's what's going to get into the playoffs. We need playoffs. And this is what it is. David Robbins says, can anyone give Ryan Lindell the hype he deserves? Bro, ain't nobody giving no Ryan Lindell no hype. Quit that. Quit that right now, boy. But yeah, anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm going to sign off. Each and every one of y'all, I really do appreciate. You guys make this shit fun. I can sit here and chop it up with y'all. And the fact that you guys can rock with your boy for an hour and 21 minutes, you guys are insane. I love it. I love every minute of it. So I appreciate each and every one. And one most important thing, I'm mumbling and stumbling over my words. Most importantly, every one of you guys that supports this brand, it's all deep from the heart. I appreciate it. Pierre appreciates, the whole squad appreciates it, because you guys are what make this thing run, man. There's a whole bunch of haters that are out there. You know what we do? Brush it off and keep it moving. Keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? You guys show love and we're going to show love back. So we're going to keep it that way. Yo, Momo, you just showing up right now, man? I should slap you right now and wake your ass up. Anyway, David Robbins says, can anyone give Ryan? Yo, why are you trying to give Ryan Lindell all this love, man? I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I really don't. But anyway. So listen, man, that's it, man. This is it for me. So ladies and gentlemen, please keep your eyes peeled. The BF freaking tailgate is going down. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make this happen. We're going to make it work. And we listen, it's going to be hype. It's going to be hype. That's all I'm going to say, right? So link is in the bio. So click the link, follow the instructions the way it's supposed to, and then we'll see you guys in Buffalo against the Cincy Bengals. And that's how we roll. So ladies and gentlemen, hold on a second. Matt Thomas Camp says my blow up doll says good night. Well, listen, you have fun with your blow up doll. All right, you have fun with that. So from me, Pierre, and the whole BF, we appreciate each and every one of you suckers that are in here. We love y'all. And listen, man, I hope to meet each and every one of y'all, man. I'm gonna give you guys a big ass bear hug, and you know what I mean, give you guys appreciation. So that's what it is. So until next time, it's your boy. You guys know what it is, right? If my guy Kevin was here, he'd be signing us off right now, but I'm gonna sign us off. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gone.